tuning into AGrader, here's what to expect. Today we have with us an experienced math curriculum writer, Miss Jennifer, who will share with us what a primary 3 student will be learning for math in July. So Jennifer, what are they learning this month?
So in July, P3 students will be doing bar graphs and time.
So are these actually new topics?
So actually bar graph is a new topic, but it's actually an extension of picture graph which they have learned in P1 and P2. Generally, the concepts and the question asked are similar, except that the information presented now is in a different form. It is actually in a graph form, as we can see over here. And students have to read from the graph in order to find the number of the respective items. So the other topic is time. Time is also not a new topic, as they have already learned it in P1 and P2.
So what are some of the new things that the P3 students must learn in time?
Okay, so in P3, they are required to tell the time to the minute. For example, it is now 8:37, as you can see from the clock here. At the same time, they are also required to tell time using past or to. So for example, 23 minutes to 9. Yeah, on top of telling time, they will have to convert time in hours and minutes to minutes and vice versa. So they were also required to find the starting time, finishing time and time duration, and finally word problems involving time.
Well, that seems like a lot of new stuff to learn. So let's zoom in on areas that students face difficulty in.
So students face difficulty in writing time using past or to. So the first thing that we get them to do is to write down the time first in its exact form, then check where the minute hand is at. So for example, we use past if the minute hand is at 6 or after 6. So if you look at this diagram, it is actually the left side, which is the shaded part. Then we will get them to use to if the minute hand is before 6. So that will be the right unshaded part. And past actually represents after and to represents before. So with this knowledge, they will be able to get the number after the word past or to. So for example, 8:14 is after 8 and 8:47 is before 9 o'clock. So finally, for the number of minutes that they fill in will always be the minutes with regards to 12. So if we look at this example over here, at 8:14, it will be 14 minutes with regards to the 12. Yeah, so that will be 14 minutes past 8. Then at 8:47, with regards to 12 again, it will be 13 minutes. So the answer for 8:47 is 13 minutes to 9.
Okay, so this is actually a good tip for parents to guide their child on time questions. So are there any other tips you have for us?
Yeah, the other kind that they face problem is will be questions on finding the starting time, finishing time and time duration. So for this type of question, students are required to draw a timeline to help them. So let's take a look at this example. Danny was at the park from 10:55 to 2:05. So how long did he spend at the park? So the first thing we get them to do is to draw a timeline and put in the starting time. So as shown, it will be 10:55 a.m. So we always get them to move on to the next o'clock. So at 10:55, the next o'clock should be 11 a.m. And that will be, fill it in into the diagram, 11 a.m. and that will take them 5 minutes. After that, because 12 is always the time where they change PM to AM or AM to PM. So we will get them to write down first from 11 AM, 1 hour later will be 12 PM. Then after that, you can get them to move as many hours as they can, or can also still choose to move in 1 hour block. So in this case, the next nearest o'clock will be 2 o'clock. So from 12 to 2 o'clock will be 2 hours. And finally, the last part will be to reach 2:05 PM, which they will be required to move 5 minutes, and this will be the final timeline that they get. So from here, we know that Danny will spend 3 hours and 10 minutes at the park.
Okay, interesting. So you can actually download the worksheet that we have prepared for you for your child to try it out. Thank you very much.
To watch more of such videos and information to help your child improve and learn ahead of others in school,
visit our website www.agrader.sg, click on this button, fill in your email address and receive all these useful videos straight in your inbox for free.
as well as the latest in promotions so that you don't lose out on great deals with AGrader Learning Center.